Every day, millions of people swing through fast food drive-thrus to grab their daily cup of coffee. It's a habit as ingrained as brushing your teeth. Convenient, affordable, and seemingly harmless. But what if that cup of joe wasn't just fueling your day? What if it was slowly poisoning you? Welcome, I'm Jay Gray, and this is Selling Lies, the Business of Deception, where we rip the mask off of everyday products we blindly consume and reveal the uncomfortable truth hidden behind corporate marketing. Today we're talking about coffee. More specifically, the kind you get from your favorite fast food chains. That $2.99 pick-me-up might be costing you more than you think. Let's start with the beans themselves. The majority of fast food coffee is made from commodity-grade beans, mass-produced, low-quality coffee grown in bulk under industrial conditions. These aren't the carefully selected, ethically sourced beans you see advertised by boutique roasters. These are often the lowest-cost options available on the global market. These cheap beans are frequently sourced from countries where pesticide regulations are either minimal or non-existent. What does that mean for your cup? Potential exposure to a cocktail of pesticides, fungicides, and chemical fertilizers. Many of these chemicals are banned or heavily restricted in other countries due to their health risks, but they still make it into your morning brew, unregulated and undetected. Another major concern: mycotoxins, toxic compounds produced by molds that grow on improperly stored coffee beans. Coffee is a moisture-sensitive crop, and if beans are not dried, stored, and transported under ideal conditions, mold can easily grow. Once roasted, the flavor might be masked, but the toxins remain. Studies have shown that a significant percentage of coffee, especially from cheaper sources, can be contaminated with these toxins. Mycotoxins like acrotoxin A and aflatoxin B1 are known to be carcinogenic, neurotoxic, and harmful to the kidneys and immune system. Now ask yourself, when was the last time you saw a fast food chain disclose the results of mycotoxin testings in their beans? Exactly. You might notice that most fast food coffee is served as dark roast. Why? Because it's easier to hide the defects. Darker roast can mask a multitude of sins: moldy flavor, chemical residue, or just poor quality beans. The deep, burnt profile isn't about boldness, it's about damage control. Fast food giants roast their beans until they're nearly black, not for taste, but to cover up what they don't want you to taste. The irony? Many consumers now equate dark roast with higher quality, when in reality, it's often a signal that the beans weren't good to begin with. Think decaf is a safer option? Think again. Most commercial decaf coffee is processed using chemical solvents to remove caffeine. One of the most common being methylene chloride, a substance used in paint stripper. Though residual levels are regulated, methylene chloride is a suspected carcinogen and can have neurotoxic effects in high exposure. And while specialty coffee roasters often use safer methods like Swiss water process, fast food chains overwhelmingly opt for the cheapest and most chemically intense option available. So yes, your decaf may be decaffeinated, but it might come with a side of chemical residue. One of the most disturbing aspects of fast food coffee is the total lack of transparency. When you buy fast food or drinks at a grocery store, you get an ingredient list. You can read the nutrition label. You can make informed choices. When you order coffee at a fast food window, you get nothing. No ingredient list, no origin information, not to mention pesticide use, mold testing, or decaf processing methods. You are just expected to trust the brand, and millions of people do, every single day. Chains are selling massive quantities of coffee with little to no accountability regarding sourcing, quality control, or chemical exposure. The real scandal here isn't just that the coffee might be harmful, it's that the dangers are invisible and deliberately hidden. Consumers assume these mega brands are testing their products rigorously, that they wouldn't sell something potentially toxic, that there are checks and balances in place. But in reality, the coffee industry, especially at the fast food level, operates in a gray zone of weak oversight, low standards, and high volume sales. It's a system that thrives on convenience, familiarity, and trust, the very things most of us rely on when we're in a hurry or late for work. And in return, we're handed a warm cup of comfort with a side of plausible deniability. You don't need to quit coffee, but you should demand better. Better sourcing, better transparency, and better accountability from the companies making billions off your daily ritual. Because until then, every sip you take from a fast food cup could be another compromise you didn't know you were taking. I'm Jay Gray, and this is Selling Lies, and that was just your first cup.